Welcome to the Farming Sims channel. Today I am testing, do you get the most out of your harvest contracts on FS19? I'll be testing 3 different methods of completing the same harvest contract. And in test 1, I'll deliver before harvest is complete. Accepting a contract on field 23. Here's their equipment. So for this first test, I'll deliver as much as I can to the sell point before I finished harvesting. This is how I did all of my harvest contracts when I first started playing FS19. I would begin harvesting and I would just deliver as I went, especially on larger contracts. Let's just jump to the delivery here and see what the results are. So I've delivered 21,000 litres, and that's 93% transported for field 23. And the last little bit will make contract complete. I got 484 extra income, which was 500 oats that I sold. I've not finished the harvest yet, but I have completed the contract, and I think with almost 100% transported. Now I can finish the harvest, and all the remaining crop left over is mine to keep or sell. Again, this is how I did all of my harvesting contracts when I first started playing FS19. And in every test, I harvest every last grain. There is nothing left on the field. And for the results for test 1 is 1,244 extra crop for me, plus the 500 that was extra that was sold at the delivery. It was 22,500 that was delivered to complete the contract, and I think this was actually 100% transported. Let's move on to test 2. And in this one, I will finish the harvest before delivery. Same contract. Field 23, same equipment. I saved, reloaded back to the original point that I was at for each test. This time I will fully harvest the field before delivery. Let's just jump ahead to the delivery. Just a reminder, this time I completed the harvest 84% before transporting to the sell point. Only 75% of the transport is required to complete the contract if the field is fully harvested. I delivered an extra 900 litres of oats, which paid me out $8.49. Contract on field 23 is now complete, with only 75% delivered. So I'm heading back to pick up the extra crop that's left in the harvester. As you can see, the field is fully harvested. And the results for test 2 is that you only have to transport 75% after harvest. And that will give you 5,686 extra crop for me. I sold 900 extra at the delivery. Only 18,000 was delivered to complete the contract. The yield here was a little higher than the last test. And moving on to a bonus round. The bonus round is how much is 100% transported? I've started the contract, but I just really want to check to see if 22,500 was 100% transported as we saw in the test 1 delivery. So I bought some oats, horse feed, to deliver to the sell point. I'm not harvesting the field. All I want to do is do a delivery. Deliver 100% that's required. Oh, look out everyone, there's dancing street signs. So 21,000 litres, as we know from the last 2 tests, should be 93% transported. It doesn't change, 21,000 is that. I need an extra 2,000, and there we go, 100% is transported. I got paid out on the extra, which was 500 extra. So 22,500 is confirmed as 100% transported. We know 21,000 was 93, and we also know that only 18,000 is needed to deliver for 75%. Moving on to our final test, test 3. I'm going to repeat test 2, but this time with a repaired harvester. Same contract, same field 23, same equipment, but this time I will repair the damaged harvester to get the maximum yield from the field. And I believe there were slight variations in the maximum yield from each test, and that's because of the damaged harvesters were random, they were different. Repairs are only recommended though for large field contracts, but I am interested in this case to see how much of a difference it makes. It'll obviously make a huge difference on large fields, but on a small field like field 23, I don't expect there to be that much of a difference, but it should be higher. Let's jump ahead and see the delivery results. The harvest is complete at 84%. All contracts complete if you've done the harvest at 84%. Delivery, little bit, there we go. So same again, only 75% is required to complete the contract. I sold an extra 500 again. So the results are 6,135 this time. Extra crop for me, 500 extra was sold at delivery. Again, 18,000 was only required to transport the 75%, and the yield was, as expected, a little higher on this one compared to test 1 and test 2, and that's because the harvester was fully repaired. It's just a recap on the results for test 2. Slightly lower here, 5,686 with the 900 extra sold. And again, the yield is a little lower, not a lot lower, is a little lower for the total yield. and lower again for test 1 by a few hundred. We're only talking about a couple of hundred here, and that's because of the varying damage on the harvesters. And we did confirm that the 22,500 delivered was the 100% to complete the contract. The bonus round results, we did confirm each of those levels. So the difference between a 75% transported of 18,000 is 4,500 lower if you wait and do the harvest. The sell price was $9.42, which is what I used to convert, the extra that I sold.